So before jumping into programming, we will see the syntax of for and while. We have already seen an example. Now we will see or where we are going to use for and while. Now we will see the syntax of for and how it works. Okay. So in the case of for loop, you will be having for, and inside parenthesis you will be having three parts which is separated by semicolon, which is an initialization part, an expression or condition, and an updation part. And the statements to be repeated will be included in a pair of braces. Okay, so we will see how the for loop works. So initially the condition will be, or the execution will be taking place at the initialization part, and the point to be noted as this part will get executed only once. This part of the code will not get repeated. So initialization is a one-time process, and then it will go to the condition part or the expression part. It will evaluate and check whether the expression is true or false. Suppose if it is true, it will come into the looping body, which means the third part will be these statements will get executed. Once it reaches the end of the loop body, the control will go back to updation part. So there will be some updation, and after the updation it will again go and check the expression. Suppose if the expression is again true, it will again execute the loop body, and this process continues. So expression will be evaluated, statements will be executed, it will be updated, again expression will be checked. This process will continue, and once the expression is false, it will come out of the for structure. When condition turns out to be false, it will come out of the for structure. Okay. And similarly, we will see while. Here you can see in the case of while, you are having an expression and you are having a set of statements. So if the expression is first the expression is evaluated. If it is true, so first expression is evaluated, then if it is true, statement will get executed, and after the end of the loop body, control will go back to expression. So loop body will be executed, and then control will go back to expression. Again this process will continue until expression becomes false. Okay, so you can see that the initialization part is missing and updation part is missing. Okay, we can see how this is overcome or how this still works with the help of an example. Okay, first see one example for I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus, printf, say percentage d, I. Okay, so we will see the working according to this. First, I will get initialized at 0. This is a one-time process, so that is how I will be 0. Now the condition will be checked. We are checking whether 0 is less than 10. It is true, so it will print the value of I. So first 0 will get printed, then control will go to the updation part. I will be incremented, I will become 1. 1 less than 10, condition is again true, so again I will be displayed. Next I will become 2, again condition is true. This process will continue. Once I becomes 9, 9 less than 10 is true, it will come here. 9 will get displayed. It will go to updation part. I will become 10. 10 less than 10 is false, which means it will come out of the loop, and your output will be numbers from 0 to 9. Now we'll see how it will work in while. So again, condition is I less than 10, which means first of all there should be an initial value for I, which we will be initializing before a while loop. Because you know this is a one-time process, it is not getting repeated, so there is no need for that to be inside the while loop. So outside while loop we will say I is equal to, so initialization is over, and next if 0 is less than 10, condition is true. First you have to print the value of I, so percentage d I, which means 0 will get printed. Now in the case of for loop we were having an updation, but here there's no updation. So what we can do, we can state I is equal to I plus 1 over here. So along with the loop body you can have the updation. So actually this statement will act as updation. This is part of your loop body. So now I has become 1 less than 10. This means condition is true, 1 will get printed. I become 2 less than 10, 2 will get printed. This process will continue. When I is 9 less than 10, 9 will get displayed. Value of I becomes 10 less than 10, condition becomes false and it will come out of the while loop. So here also you are getting the same output. Okay. So similarly, a loop in for can be written in while. The initialization will be before the while statement, and the updation part you can include it inside the while loop. So similarly, any code in while you can convert it back to for as well. I hope it is clear for you. Thank you.